Let us learn the third interesting topic of this chapter, that is patterns. A pattern is a sequence of repeated objects or things. That means a pattern is a design which is repeating. Patterns are all around us in nature, clothes, and even on things. So let us see some example pictures on patterns. In this picture, you can see, children, how some some objects are repeating. So it's creating a design. This is called as a pattern. One more example picture you can see. In this picture, you can observe that we have same object only, but the color is changing. So we can have different types of patterns. Let us learn the different types of patterns. First one, repetition of objects. We can have a pattern with the objects repeating. For example, if we have one circle and the next figure we have as a triangle, then these two objects may repeat. Again, we can have a circle and we can have a triangle. So these objects can repeat like this and make a pattern. This could either stop here, or if we want, we can have one more circle also and stop here, or else we can continue with the design. But we understand that it's making a design and this is called as a pattern. The next type of pattern is increased in the number of objects. Let us understand this with an example. If we have one circle, then in the second case, the number of circles increased. Now we have two more, making it 3 total. Now in the third case, we have 3 more, making it 6 total. And again, we have some more circles added. So what you observe? We observe that it's creating a pattern by increasing the number of objects in the design. We have learned about two patterns. Let us learn some more types of patterns in the next slide. Third type of pattern, increase in size of the object. Let us take an example. If we have one square of small size, then in the second case, the size will increase a little more. In the third case, it will increase a little more than compared to the second one. And again in the fourth case, the size of the square is increased more than compared to the third case, and this can be continued further. So children, we understand that this type of pattern is by increasing in the size of the object. The next type of pattern is change in direction. This is really easy to understand. If we have a right arrow, the direction can be changed. So we can have a down arrow, and again there can be a change in direction. We can have a left arrow and then up arrow. So like this we can create a pattern. The next one, combination of patterns. Now look at this picture carefully. In this picture, here there are 3 chairs. Now in all such cases, here there are 3 chairs only with the same design, but what is changing? You can see the color is changing. Like here we have red, then we have blue, and then we have green. So this pattern can be clearly understood with this picture. Like if we have in the first case ACB, then they are changing. Then it is BAC. You can see B is coming in first position. So like this we can create a pattern with the combination. Now I hope this all types of patterns are clear. Now the next pattern is really the interesting one, that number pattern. Number patterns. You can see a set of numbers on the screen. This is a really important and interesting topic, children, the number patterns. Now to fill in the blank, these two blanks, we have to understand what the pattern is this number set following. So first let us understand by observing the first digit. The first digit is 1. Now look at the second digit, it is 2. Now think, How 1 became 2? 1 became 2 when 2 1 is added. We get 2. Now think how 2 became 4. 2 became 4 when to 2 is added, right? Now think for 4 how it became 8. 4 became 8 when 4 is added. So what we observe here is to the numbers, the same digit is getting added. To 1 is added. To 2 is added. 4 is added. Now for 8 will be added and we get 16. To 16, what should be added that we get this blank? To 16 will be added. Right, children? Now 16 plus 16 is 32. Again to 32, if we add 32, we get 64. Now we have fill in the two blanks. Is it easy to understand the number pattern? Yes, we just have to make out how we got the second number, whether by addition or by subtraction. Let us see one example on subtraction case also. Yes. Now we have to fill in these two blanks. So first let us try to find out the pattern. Now 100 has changed to 80. That means the number is reduced. When the number is getting reduced, that means the operation used is subtraction. So what could be subtracted from 100? We get 80. From 100, if we subtract 20, we get 80. Right, children? Yes. Again, 80 is reduced to 60. So what is subtracted to 80? To 80, 20 is subtracted, we get 60. Again, 60 is changed to 40. So what is subtracted from 60? From 60, if we remove 20, we get 40. So what is the pattern we understand here? That means to every number, 20 is getting subtracted. So we can easily get these two blanks. To 40, if we again subtract 20, we get 20 only. And again from this 20, if we remove 20, we get 0. See how easy it was to find out these two blanks just by understanding or making out the pattern it is following. Now the third set of numbers, and this is an interesting one. Now 1, what is added to 1? We get the next number same only. So same means 0 is added, right? Any number, to any number if we add 0, we get the same number only. Now 1 is changed to 2. That means to 1 is added, we got 2. 2 is changed to 3. That means to 2, 1 is added, we get 3. Now 3 is changed to 5. So to 3, if 2 is added, we get 5. Now to 5, 3 is added, we get 8. And again to 8, if 5 we add, we get 13. So what here we are understanding is to 1, 0 is added. Now this one is added. Children, observe carefully. To this one, if we add this one, we get 2. To this 2, if we add this one, we get 3. To this 3, if we add the previous 2, we get 5. To this 5, we add previous 3, we get 8. So to every number here, the previous digit is getting added. So can you think for 13, what is getting added? To 13, if we add 8. Yes, if we add 8, we get the next number 21. And to 21, if we add 13, we get the next number 34. So this is how this pattern is. It is a little different one and interesting one, right? Yes, because this is called as the Fibonacci series. This number pattern is a very important pattern called the Fibonacci series. So children, now you have understood the types of patterns. Try to do exercise 8b in your maths textbook. The fourth topic of this chapter, that is symmetry. Again, very interesting topic. What is symmetry? If we fold the image, any image, into two equal halves, then both the parts are the mirror image of each other. That is, both the parts look exactly same in shape and in design also. Then such images or figures are called as symmetrical figures. And the imaginary line formed where we have folded the image into two equal parts is called as the line of symmetry. Let us understand this in examples. Let us see some examples of symmetrical figures. The first one is a onion cut into half. The second one is some design. Third one is the historical place Taj Mahal, and fourth picture is a picture of a bird. Now children, think that if you divide this figure into two parts, or if you just fold this image into two parts, then we observe that these two parts are exactly look same, or they will exactly look same. That is why these figures are called as symmetrical figures. Look for the Taj Mahal. You can see the line and the down, and from the line only we can make out how one part is exactly similar to the other part. So let us understand this more clearly in the next slide. We know symmetry means if a figure is divided into two equal parts, then one part is the mirror image of the other part. Let us understand this more clearly by an example. Just look at the example carefully, children. See how one part of the butterfly is the mirror image of the other. Yes. Now let us understand what is a line of symmetry. A line of symmetry is the line which divides the figure into two equal halves. So for the same picture, that is butterfly, just look at the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry is the imaginary line which is represented by a dotted line which divides the figure into two equal halves such that both the halves or both the parts exactly match each other. So in this picture you can see, children, for this butterfly, this straight line, vertical line, is called as the line of symmetry. If we fold the image from here, we get the two halves exactly match each other. Let us see some more examples on this. A smiley face and a flower, if we fold them from middle, we get the two halves exactly match each other. So now we understand what is the meaning of mirror image. Symmetry means one part is the mirror image of the other. Now look at this. If asked to you to draw the mirror image of this part, you can easily draw the mirror image. Okay, now let us understand that whether a flat shape has a line of symmetry, and do we have only one line of symmetry? Now I am taking a flat shape rectangle. This is the vertical line of symmetry for the figure rectangle. That means if we fold from the middle, we can have a symmetrical figure. So is it possible that we can have only one line? Can we have a horizontal also? Now look at this. Yes, to the same figure, we can also have a horizontal line of symmetry. So from this, we can conclude that we can have more than one line of symmetry. Just look at the pictures below. A square has more than one line of symmetry. A square has four lines of symmetry. And our English alphabets also have more than one line of symmetry. Some of the alphabets. So now we understood what is symmetry, children. Do exercise 8C in your textbook. Now we have reached to the last topic of this chapter, that is tilings. Tilings are the designs or patterns made by the tiles that fit into each other without any gaps or overlapping. Example you can see here. These tiles we see in our washroom and we also see in our kitchens. The tiles which are fixed into each other with no gaps in between. These are called as tilings. Now what is tessellation? The tiling patterns without a gap or overlapping is called tessellation. That means when there is no gap between the tiles and there is no overlapping. Overlapping means coming one upon the other. Example you can see in this picture. On the roof top we have bricks like this which are arranged one upon the other. So we should not have such type which we see in some of the buildings. So the tiling patterns without a gap or overlapping is called tessellations. These are the examples of tiling. where you can see there is no gap and no overlapping. So children, now that you have understood what is trialing, do exercise 80 in your maths textbook. I hope all the topics were very clear and you have enjoyed the lesson. So thank you all dear children.